G'day and welcome to the next update.
He's driving it, he's driving it!
Well, it's been a little bit of a not quite as productive week, but I still have achieved a fair bit. So let's show you where we're up to. This has got some rust in it, and it's got rust in it there, so I think really bad. I'm gonna have to unpick this whole top panel to be able to get to that rust to do it properly. Rust here, rust here on the inside, and on the inside there. We knew about that. Oh dear.
Soon after.
Oh dear. What have I done? What have I done? Cab tub is really just a tub now. Decided to take off the windscreen cowl, and in fact, it's easy to show you. So this is the windscreen cowl and the top of the firewall, I guess you'd say. It's also where the dash plate mounts to. That's the dash there. That's the dash there. Now, I guess I didn't have to take that off, but I did want to take this off because this has rust. It's a bit hard to show. It has rust along this edge here, and to fix that properly, it's also got rust in here, but I'll talk about that in a sec. To fix that properly, I have to separate this panel from this panel, and that can't be done with it in the car. So there's basically a whole heap more spot welds I've got to drill out along here, but this is the reason why. You can see the rust, forget about that for the time being, but water has got in that edge and it's actually rusted all the way along that edge. So I need to repair that. The other problem with this model is that it's got this stupid plenum, I guess you'd call it, for fresh air. Yeah, great idea, but the trouble is, it's got two drain holes in it. Trouble is, the grill that sits here is also very rusted. That ain't going back in. That plenum I'm going to cut out, and I'm going to weld a new plate into the top here. This also has a little bit of rust here underneath where the hinges were, and as you can see, I had to drill out all the spot welds here to get this piece off. Wow, where do you stop? Well, one of the other problems I've found is this panel here, which again is, it's relatively easy to remove because there's really only a few spot welds, but I've got a fair bit of rust just here and down here. Can buy these panels, yes. You can see the rust there. I've ordered new panels of these and the inner that goes there, because the inner is actually rusted as well. And the reason why is because I've decided I'm adding 75 mils into the length of the door opening, and thereby 75 mils into the door, which complicates things, but I'll give it a go. I've ordered new corners for here. The rest of this back panel is okay. I'm really a bit confused. Normally you would brace across everything, especially when replacing the floor, because, you know, once you take the floor out, the only thing holding the front to the back is these panels. And I want to cut those panels and replace them anyway. So I'm a bit confused as to what to do here, because I guess normally they'd put it on a chassis table. But again, because it's not, it's on a chassis normally, what do you bolt to a chassis table for reference? I guess I just got to, when I reassemble it, I just got to take lots of measurements and make sure it's square, and I don't know. All new to me. This is the biggest project I've ever worked on before. This side's got a bit of surface rust, but that's not much. It does have a little bit of rust in here. Again, see, to fix that properly, I've got to remove this panel. Where do you stop? Where do you stop? Driver's side of this panel is a classic example. It's a bit hard to, well, actually both sides now that I look at it. You can see that this is all rotted away here. Yeah, the floor's being replaced, but this panel's rotted. So I've ordered new ones of those. It's also the same on that side, you can see through there. Ah, man. Not exactly sure what I'm doing here. But anyway, I'm quite happy to admit that I've never done anything like this before, so I'm learning as I go. But yeah, interesting times ahead. Faithful old Natasha's sitting there, waiting for Boris to be built. Boris and Natasha can be together again.
Those two wrongs, Boris and Natasha, were proving they couldn't make a right.
I have it, darling.
How romantic. I do want to replace the guards on Natasha. They're pretty rough. They always have been. So, yeah. I hope it all goes back together. I'm really worried I'm going to end up with a whole heap of rusty panels sitting on a pile on the floor, and me going, now what do I do? Anyway, that's where we're at this week. Yep. Please make sure you like and subscribe the video, and apparently the YouTube algorithm is really dependent on people leaving comments now. So if you could just drop me a comment, you know, I don't care what you say, you just tell me you think the build's a waste of time, it's a rusty hulk of rust that probably is a waste of time, but I'm retired. But leave me a comment. Well, that's the point I'm trying to make, is leave me a comment, and that really helps the YouTube algorithm. Thanks to all the new subscribers that have come on board too. I don't profess to be an expert in any of this stuff, but we're learning as we go. So I hope somebody learns something out of this as well, by my mistakes maybe. Anyway, that's it for this week. See you next week.